Hey guys, last year I got my Nikon Z8 and this year we're starting to rig it out. We are adding a monitor to it for the field and we went with the Portkeys LH7P. It has 1,000 nit unit brightness as well as it's a wireless control of the camera. So that was really what piqued my interest. So let's go ahead and open the box. Now we did watch some videos on this monitor and the monitor controls aren't very intuitive. However, that did not deter me on getting this monitor because I really think I'll enjoy the wireless control of the camera, so you don't have to even really touch the camera, you just use the monitor while you're in the field. And another great thing is it comes with another wonderful hard case. I really appreciate my hard cases because when you're working in the field, it's really important to keep your gear protected, and they don't ever make anything Amy proof is what I always say. So if you ever need to test the durability of something, allow me to use it and we'll see if it lasts. Oh. And you get to see the foam first. It comes with some screen protectors, which is pretty nice. And it actually kind of feels pretty cheap. It feels plasticky. There's not a whole lot of weight to it. It looks like you can use the MPF battery with this monitor, but we'll be powering this with the V-mount batteries, so you won't need to worry about those Sony MPF batteries. But if you're in a pinch, you can still use them. My husband uses them for his monitor as well as our lighting system, and they're very universal, so we'll always have them on hand if needed. There looks like there's an on and off switch, as well as maybe this button will light up your screen or release your battery. Actually, that's what it looks like it'll do. You can lock the touch on the screen. It gives you your normal F1, F2, F3, F4 buttons. And on the underside, you have your HDMI output, as well as a 1/4-20 screw hole, a USB port. It also has a headphone port. It has an HDMI in port, as well as a DC7 24-volt port. It also has 1/4-20 hole screws on each end, so you could actually have your monitor sideways, so if you were working with maybe social media or something like that, that would give you a good aspect for that. And on the underside of the foam on the hard case, it comes with a monitor mount as well as an HDMI cord, so that's super handy. It comes with an Allen wrench and a thank you note from Portkeys, something in Chinese, as well as some microfiber cloths to wipe your screen off with. So it comes with a little bit of everything to start out your monitor. So let's go ahead and install this on the camera. So it comes with your monitor mount. You go ahead and slide that into your cold shoe and you twist the little twisty thing and tighten it up. So as we're trying to put this on, it's not very tight. So when I went to tighten it, your mount is kind of crooked. And that's not good. You don't want your monitors facing a different direction. So, I mean, you could have it line up, but then it's loose. Yeah, that is just not nice. And so now it's tight, but now it's facing the complete wrong direction. So, I guess what we can do, look at this. What we can do is loosen this, turn it, and tighten that. Bam, found a solution to our problem. Not super intuitive, however, there is a solution. So the Allen wrench will help your tension with your monitor so you can move your monitor up and down. You'll still probably want to do that a little bit in the field. So just loosen that up just a little bit. Alright, so we'll go ahead and mount the monitor. And you just put your screw in and you twist the little twisty and go ahead and twist it tight. Don't over tighten this because I'm a little skeptical that it will just break the inner threads on the monitor because it does feel pretty cheap. But there you go, the monitor is now on the camera, and whether the sun is bothering you or not, you can move your mount, you can move your monitor to the exact angle you would like. So you'll go ahead and take your HDMI wire and connect it to the screen like so. And then you connect your HDMI to the camera like so. The Nikon does come with little clips for cords going into your camera, so you don't have it loose and it might break your inner mechanisms of your wire connector, which can happen. We have had it happen to us, which is not very fun. So I would always recommend using that when you're actually using these systems in the field. Let's go ahead and connect a battery to it just to see how this works. I don't know if this is the right battery. It's like the things aren't quite far out enough. So as we just discovered trying to install these NPF 750 batteries, one fit and one didn't fit. So that's something to be aware of. They look the exact same. One has a slightly thinner notch right here, and you can see it kind of has a ramp up. And this one is a little bit thicker and there's no ramp. This one fits, this one doesn't. So that is something to be highly aware of. They're both off-name brands, so that is a big fail. I heard something. Did it turn on?
I don't see anything. That's not good either. Oh, there we go. So it takes a while.
So the monitor takes a while to turn on, which is not abnormal. Oh, it's all in Chinese. Oh no. So we have the monitor installed, but we're going to take a little time to dive deeper into the settings. It is in a different language. All the writing is on in different language, so I can't read that. So stay tuned, I guess, for that. So that's the Portkeys LH7 monitor. Very weird. We'll have to take some time to look at that. But check out our other video with the Z8 fully rigged out. We'll go over each part that goes on the rig as well as how to install it.